In September of 2025, Jeffrey came down and we spent 3 days at the F1 Austin. And it was amazing. First getting there, although only 35 miles, took about 2 hours door to door before we could get out of the car and walk in. We figured we spent about 12 hours in a car over the course of 3 days. But we made it, and then we realized, even the parking we had needed a walk, about a half a mile, to get from where we parked to the entrance. Welcome to COTA. Then we quickly realized that Jeffrey needs a hat. So we had to find the merch station first, and there are a ton of them. And then he found a nice one he really liked, and he wore it pretty much for the rest of the weekend. Next up was roaming around, getting some food, and figuring out where we are. And also, the question came to mind, where's the big flag, tall tower, and the tunnel? Well, here they are. There's the big flag, there's the tunnel, and there's the tall tower. Would Jeffrey fit in an F1 car? I don't think so. Where are our seats and the music venue? I think we need to think about it. And we need to find a map. There's a map right there. This shows where the concerts are, and the seats are, and where our parking is at the top. Awesome. Hey, we found our seats. And here's the view from our seats. That's turn 19 and 20, and you can just see pit lane. And here's the amphitheater where some of the concerts are going to be held. And here's that tunnel that we saw earlier. This goes underneath the racetrack and was really cool, and even more cool at night when we went under the racetrack. So on Saturday night, we attended a Haas, which is one of the teams, hangout where we got to meet the two drivers and some of the principal engineers and leaders. It was really, really fun. We also got to look out over the straightaway and watch a band practice for the next day's event.
Too long at the honky tonk, too much whiskey tie on. Let's ride it a lot more long, sound like something night. On the good ship when the fish is fighting, old skirt with the crowd flying. One out, next to rising, sound like something night.
We met Oliver Behrman and Esteban Ocon in the drivers for Haas, and they were really, really fun to listen to. And now it is race day, so this is Sunday. And they have lots of officials on the track. How do they get them all there? Turns out they use a bus. All right, so where is the food? Well, there are lots of food courts. Obviously, this is one of the ones right near our seats, so that was awesome. But okay, but do you have wrestling? Of course they do. Lucha Libre was entertainment throughout the weekend. People gather around and watch some wrestling happening. Pretty scary with those masks on. So that's cool, but do you have a zip line? Of course they have a zip line. This goes right parallel to the grid, where the start finish line is, and you zip over the crowd and right down into the main concourse. Next up is the parade of drivers in these funky cars. This part was curious. The Paddock Club ride around the track was booed by fans in the seats. And so the final race starts for the day, and a few hours later, we have a winner. I won't bore you with all the race video from throughout the day. It's cars going around a track. But after the parade and all the things happened after, they had track walk, they had people clearing out, as you can see from the hills. There's Jeffrey's happy as can be. And we kind of just walked around because we were waiting for the concert to start that night. So here's final thoughts on the weekend. It was a lot. It was overwhelming at times. The crowds, the amount of things you could do, the things you were trying to find. But we really had a great time. You lose yourself in the event. You get excited about race day. And in some respects, the race is so short. It's only a couple hours, and you've just spent upwards of 5 to 10 hours a day at this racetrack, seeing everything from music, entertainment, food, people watching, all the things going on. And I definitely think it was worth the experience and to be able to share it with my son. So much appreciated the opportunity to do this, and I have definitely no regrets. Thanks for watching, and until next time,